Hey, what up, world? It's your boy G. Lewis, and it ain't right because he ain't rap too tight, but he's gonna say something. He's gonna say something.
That's right. What up, world? It's your man G. Williams, and guess what? He's his daddy's son.
Every day. So today's topic, what we want to talk to you about is hip hop and its effect on the black community. So the question on the table is simple. Is hip hop still the voice of the black community?
Hip hop is definitely still a piece of the voice of the black community.
Okay, break that down.
Absolutely. Meaning that we cannot escape it. Mm-hmm. It has grown so much. We are hip hop children. Mm-hmm. And it has grown so much that it is a part of each and every facet of our lives. We watch even commercials with old grannies doing hip hop now. So it's part of the culture. But with us specifically, it has taken a transformation in these recent years that is not as favorable, but nevertheless is still a part, because we have young impressionable youth, just as we were, mm-hmm. who are listening to the records that are coming out and who are duplicating, imitating, and furthering their cause, whatever it may be, through what these hip hop records are saying. So yes, it's still a voice of our community. At this very point in time, and I know I might sound like I'm an old head or something like that, I don't like all of what the voice is saying. Mm-hmm. Because we were able and fortunate enough to grow up in a time with hip hop where there was real diversity. There was good party music, there was booty shaking music, there was gangster rap, and there was enlightening, conscious rap, where after the 90s into the 2000s, it seemed like it's exactly what happened was they found out that it was a real profitable source, and the record companies took the hip hop out of it and made it a business. And the only way that you can get into that business was to promote things that were not conscious for the community anymore. And so now, through social media, one of the great things about social media is conscious can live again. And that's where we're starting to see a resurgence of that through events in the media and through people who are talking about it from their viewpoint through rap. And so now, I don't have to go through a major to say, fuck the police, or black people, wake up, sisters, go natural. I can put it on YouTube and put it out to the masses. As before, if I didn't go through Capital or Arista or something like that, my conscious message wasn't getting no play. And so, I said all that to say, absolutely, hip hop is still a piece of the voice of the community, and I pray that we can get the real portion of consciousness back into hip hop.
Well, I agree with you. Hip hop is the voice of the black community, still, and not just the black community. I was watching a show where a guy was locked up, Hispanic cat, and he said, I always wanted to be a Crip because I love Snoop Dogg. Right? So this tells you the kind of influence that this music is having on our youth. But here's my problem with that. Hip hop shouldn't be the voice of the black community. Hip hop evolved because it was necessary, because daddies, granddaddies, and uncles used to be the voice of the black community. And they're not around anymore. So hip hop evolved to tell children and tell a story that daddies were no longer allowed to tell. So now hip hop is telling us exactly what has always happened throughout history. Whenever black people found a voice, white America comes behind that voice, buys that voice, and then directs that voice. Just like BET. So if you look at rap, same thing happening with rap. They're telling them what to tell people, and these people are listening. So my solution to our hip hop epidemic that we currently have is fathers can't come back into the households if they're gone or if they're in prison or if they're locked up. But we can be mentors in the community and start telling people the truth about what it is that they need to know, because they're not getting that ghetto news like they used to. NWA is not telling them what's happening in Compton no more. You know, everybody wants to go bling, bling, bling. Everybody wants to, you know, make it rain. You know, and I never understood that, because I'm not big on the strip clubs. So I don't really like that make it rain music, because I ain't paying for nothing that don't cost nothing. That's me, though. Just putting that out there for you little young Thundercats. Don't pay for nothing that's free. So you ain't got to make nothing rain. You gonna make anything rain, make it rain on your front lawn when you buy your house.
Thank you.
But I digress. I get back to hip hop. So here's the thing. We, like you said, we have different kinds of hip hop, and we hopefully the conscious rappers will get more credibility. People like Common will get more credibility for what it is that they're talking about. But at the same time, it's time for black men to take their roles in their communities, stand up, and be the voices that we were always intended to be, and stop letting people infiltrate and speak for us.
Wow.
That's me, though.
Wow. That's all I can say. I mean, wow. That is a great point. So, if I say anything, I'll repeat it.
Okay. Well, final thought.
Damn. Final thought.
He shut your ass up.
Yeah, he sure did. He sure did. Because I wasn't even thinking on that line. But, final thought. Is hip hop a voice of the community? Yes, hip hop is a piece of that voice of the community. I pray that we are able to, again, bring back the consciousness where, it's an art form once again, and not just a business, as you say, that was taken from us and our voices directed. So our art was slandered to become a profit-driven, bottom-line revenue thing that didn't do anything to uplift our community.
My final thought is real simple. Hip hop is, you know, a voice of the black community. But be careful of the voices that you allow yourself to listen to. You know, like I said, brothers, we got to step in and we got to be voices. We got to give people a choice. Like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, you know, he poured ink into one glass of water and he handed it to Malcolm X in the film, and he said, if you give this to a man, he'll drink it if he's thirsty enough. But if you pour another glass of water that's clean and you give him a choice, the man will always choose what's pure. So here's my thing. Be careful of what you listen to. Be careful of what you idolize. Be careful of what you allow to be in your head, because I'm going to tell you right now, the courts are not accepting the devil and the voices in my head made me do it as a defense.
But you got to say it like you said. Now, if you give the people...
See, you go get your ass whooped for that shit.